Sports podcast.
Welcome to the All Sports Podcast with me, Matt, and today, Femi. How are you, Femi?
I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you, mate?
All good. Good stuff. We'll start off in Paris at Roland Garros, and what a men's final.
Like, oh, it was amazing, man. It was so good. Like, I watched the whole game as well. Like, I sat down and watched.
That's a big time commitment. What was it, 5.5 hours total?
Yeah, 5.5 hours. I mean, obviously a couple of breaks here and there, but I think at the start, I probably missed the first few minutes because I was there, but I wasn't really there.
Mhm.
Just like going through the whole game, like just we're talking about the creme de la creme, two of the very best. Like, and they put on a show. Like, Carlito was special, man. He was brilliant. And I think that's probably the best I've seen Sinner play. In all honesty, like, that's the best I've seen him play. From start to finish, where he, made his dominance felt. The times during that game when Alcaraz had no answer for him. It's just the momentum kept swinging both ways. It was like a boxing fight. Literally, both fighters just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and they were hitting some extraordinary short shots as well. Like, I really enjoyed the back and forth, but it's the respect I love about tennis that was on real show throughout the whole game. A lot of fair, a lot of fair play from both sides. I think it was part where Alcaraz hit the ball and then it went out of play, and then Sinner basically said, nah, it was actually in. And then, the ref called it, similar on Alcaraz's side as well. So, like,
Yeah, I
proper.
saw it, and it was Alcaraz was it was two sets all. Alcaraz had broken, and it was like 15, he was 30-15 down on Sinner's serve. So a huge opportunity. And the umpire didn't call it. The line judge didn't call it. And Alcaraz said, no, that was good. It wasn't out. Yeah, it's really good sportsmanship. Something interesting I found is that obviously the number one and two seeds in both the women's and the men's finals, which is quite interesting that the talent prevailed at either side of the draw.
No upset.
Um, no upset, and it felt like a changing of the guard that Djokovic has done, and it felt like Djokovic has realised these guys are another level now.
Yeah. I think the Djokovic of 10 years ago would have definitely got through the Sinner match, or at least taken it to five. I mean, what was it, three sets? Sinner, beat him in three.
Yeah, he hadn't dropped a set. He hadn't dropped a set until the final.
And he kept that run going as well because he won two sets over Alcaraz. And when Alcaraz won the first one, I love the celebration as well. My goodness. He just does this. The fans like, and it's crazy as well because it's like he's literally about to lose the game. He had three, he was down
Mm,
match point. But to Sinner, 3 match points. And then
three
when
match points.
he won that game and he won the set, it was that celebration, that calm coolness, and that aura that he's got. He excites me, from a sports personality standpoint. Like, he just excites me. Like, you want to root. And at some point, even the fans were rooting for Alcaraz as well. Like, just you can hear them going, you know, Carlito, and it's just a testament to the sort of players they are. And I think both players can play in any era. Like, I think they're that good. That's probably, the third best final I've ever watched ever in tennis. I think first place goes to, Federer, Nadal, 09, Wimbledon, and then
Oh
second,
wait, yeah,
sorry, oh 08. And then second place has to go to, I think it was Australian Open with Djokovic and Nadal. You know, Probably that was the longest final ever recorded.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. So, but third place has to go to them two. And what's crazy about it, that's their first final. Literally, that is the first final they've ever played
Yeah,
against each other.
the first of many, we can confidently say.
Oh, mate. It was so good. Like, it felt so good to be a tennis fan, man. Not many finals make me think, wow, the sports is in good hands. But that
Yeah.
genuinely, made me smile, made me so happy. Made me, you understand that tennis, has a long way to go.
There was something interesting though. It wasn't sometimes I watch it and it's who makes the least unforced errors. And I was playing squash last Friday night, and you can't go for you can't take a quick and easy point like Alcaraz was doing with his drop shots. 7 successful drop shots. Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Again, Sinner, crazy. But you can't do that. You've got to earn the right to win a point sometimes and build that point structure. And it's exactly the same in tennis. You can't just go for the big winner without creating the space on the court to do so. And that's what Alcaraz was doing really well when he was kicking that slow, loopy serve out wide to set himself up for having the space in the rest of the court. It was impressive to watch. But yeah, what I was going to say is the amount of unforced errors, they went down from 35 combined in the first set to just 26 combined unforced errors in the fourth set, which is insane. It's like such a small amount of errors by both players because they were hitting winners. To win a point, you had to hit a winner, and that was what was really impressive about this final.
yeah. Both from both men, literally winners, winners. I was rooting for Alcaraz, but dude, there were certain shots in the play, and I marveled at them. I was like, oh, yeah, you can't.
He is so.
So
I know
good.
we said about obviously the drug stuff, but his technical proficiency is impressive.
He is.
Alcaraz has got a bit more of that grunt that Nadal had, but the technical proficiency that Sinner has got at 23 years old is a real mix of Federer and Djokovic.
Yeah,
He's not Federer because Federer's was just beautiful.
but yeah,
Whereas
Federer.
Sinner's just playing perfect tennis shot.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll ever see a player as silky as Federer, man. He was fake on the court. He was so fake. Some of the trick shots, like, and he made it look so easy as well. It was just like, oh, so cool, man. But yeah, I think these two are going to dominate tennis for years. Like, they have a lot. They will be winning a lot of trophies. Like,
There's
and
also a lot of daylight between them
no,
and the rest.
yeah,
It's not like the big four. Andy Murray's
like you
day.
said,
We joke about it, and Andy Murray himself, I imagine, probably jokes about it too, and he knows he's not. Yeah, and we know he'd have probably won 10 plus Grand Slams if it wasn't for who he was up against, the three greatest of all time, which is just difficult. But yeah, one of the things I was going to say is that with tennis and with that quality of tennis, you could watch that final from any perspective
yeah,
because you could watch it not rooting for either side, but just loving the standard of tennis.
facts.
But then also with this tennis, you pick a side and you're invested
Yeah,
emotionally, and the
that's
roller coaster of emotions from picking one side, you're like hate watching the other player, and you are
so good.
emotionally invested in your guy. Oh, I felt that. Oh, the blood pressure was screaming yesterday.
Don't remind me of Wimbledon with Federer and Djokovic when Federer had 2 match points. Honestly, like that's probably one of the lowest I felt as a sports fan. Just like my goat, his last chance at a trophy. Wimbledon, which is his court, and then he goes on there with match point, and he just oh and he just doesn't get the job done. That hurt. I remember being on the train and literally just refreshing, hoping to see, the BBC breaking news, Federer's won, and then they say they're going out again. I'm like, oh my goodness.
But that's the interesting thing is you say that you didn't get the job done is more often than not in elite men's tennis, one player is winning it rather than the other players losing it. Um, the quality is definitely there, like we had in this game, where they're hitting winners, not unforced errors. And that was a case of Djokovic just doesn't make mistakes, and he does more so now. Obviously, he turned the corner a little bit after he had Murray as his coach. He then won a tournament and then got through to the semis in this. And he'll do better in the hard court season. Clay's not his forte, but we also know Alcaraz has won at Wimbledon too. Jannick Sinner is the reigning champion at Wimbledon, but this weekend's tennis really sets us up for the rest of the summer. If you have enjoyed listening along, you can like and subscribe on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to get in touch, email us at allsportspods@gmail.com, and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Yes. joke.